Hey, it's Mitchell, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you the way that I would recommend that you go and target your audiences on Facebook, especially if you're running Facebook ads or if you are running Facebook ads. There are numerous ways that you can target on Facebook, I'm not going to lie, but the way that I'm going to show you is really, really good if you're testing a brand new offer, especially if you have if you're new to advertising. Now, you may have heard before that you want to go and run ads to the whole United States or to the whole world or the whole UK because over time, Facebook is going to go out and find people that you wouldn't find if you targeted individual interests, and that is a really good strategy. But I would recommend you do that if you've got a Facebook account that already has a ton of data. Otherwise, that campaign, from personal experience, is usually going to take a while before it kicks off. Now, if you're spending a ridiculous amount of money on Facebook, that's not going to be the case. You're going to get data much faster. But if you have a brand new ad account, or if you don't have a lot of money to spend, like let's say you want to do $5 a day, for example, what I'm going to show you how to do in this video is what I'm going to recommend that you do. And I'm going to prove to you why the way that I'm going to show you how to advertise or how to target your audiences works, as I'm going to show you some figures inside of my ad account to show you why we're doing this. So let's get into this. All right, so let's get into the video. So I have my ad account set to maximum, so you're going to see all of the data in these campaigns. You can see a majority of them are turned off, but the ones I have running, still running. I've spent doing what I'm going to show you as far as targeting goes, $6,500 total. In the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money at all, but that's enough to test if what I'm going to show you works or not. So what I'm going to show you, again, you want to do this for every single new campaign or new offer you want to test. So if you have a new offer that you're going to bring to the market, you want to do this, you want to use this method of testing because it's going to tell you if your market wants what it is that you have to sell or not. So we're going to create a new campaign, and we're just going to do a quick one real fast, and we're going to go to the ad set level because this has to do with the targeting. One thing that I'm going to point out right now is we're going to come down here, and I'm going to use my $7 copywriting course as the example in this video. So the old way of targeting before iOS 14 really messed things up, where if I was selling a copywriting course, I would come in here and I would look for copywriting, right? So people interested in copywriting would be the gold mine of people that I would want to advertise to. However, since Apple really messed up targeting and now it really just sucks these days, that's why I mentioned earlier that there's a few ways to do it, but now copywriting might not actually work. And the reason why is because there's, Facebook's saying there's let's turn this off. Facebook's saying there's 1.6 to 1.9 million people in this geographic that I'm targeting right now that are interested in copywriting. However, the people in this audience, at least the majority of them, maybe they have liked or commented or interacted with something in the past that was related to copywriting, and Facebook put them in there, okay? So what we're doing when we're targeting these interests moving forward is we want to go after maybe audiences. So what do I mean by that? Well, if I'm selling a copywriting course, maybe the copywriting course is going to do really well. Maybe content marketing would do really well. So maybe people in the content marketing interest might want my copywriting course. Or if we go down here to, let's do, I think there's owner and CEO right here. Maybe people inside of the owner and CEO audience would do really well. So what we're doing here is the way we're doing this is we're trying to figure out where your buyers are. And we want to be doing this by targeting interests that might work, okay? So the days of targeting very specifically just don't work anymore, and that's not how you want to do it. Now, like I said before, you could target the whole United States, but that's going to take some time to do. With what I'm showing you right now, you can do this with $5 a day, and you can see results the same day because I've done it, okay? So what we want to do then is come back up here and change your ad set name to copywriting because we targeted copywriting to start. I want to make sure that I can come into my ad sets and my campaigns and see what I'm targeting without having to go in and edit them. So now that you have have your interests that you're going to be targeting done, make sure that the rest of your ad set is set up the way that you would like, and make sure that you have your ad ready to go. Once you've got that ready to go, come up to copywriting, click on this little thing right here and duplicate it as many times in the original campaign. Duplicate this as many times as you want, okay? So I'm gonna use 3 for the sake of this example so I can show you why we want to do individual interests, and then I'm gonna prove to you with my own ads why this works, how the data makes sense, okay? So let's come down here to copywriting. So this is one of the ad sets that we just duplicated. Click on suggestions and let's go to content marketing. Click out of copywriting so we do not target more than 1 interest per ad set. That's vital for this, okay? Do not group them. The reason why you don't want to group them is because if you don't, or for example, right, if you group these ad sets, if you start getting purchases or leads, whatever it is you want, you are not going to know which one of those interests that purchase or that lead came from. And if you don't know where that came from, you don't have accurate data to make decisions moving forward on if you should scale, if you should turn an ad off, leave it on, etc., okay? So we have content marketing. Come all the way back up to the ad set name and change this to content marketing, okay? Now come down here to another duplicated ad set, go back down to the audience and target another maybe audience. So maybe somebody who's interested in pay-per-click might be interested in learning how to write copy, because pay-per-click could be Google ads, for example. You still have to write headlines on that, and headlines are a form of writing copy. So let's go up here and change this to PPC, right? Pay-per-click, and then we're gonna have one more. So come down here again to the last one, and then we are gonna come down here to another interest, and let's choose self-employment, right? Maybe somebody who is self-employed sells something online. If they sell something online, they're gonna need to know how to write copy, okay? So then you would come up here and then we would change this to self-employed, right? So if I can type self-employed. Now, look at what we just did, right? So if we look at our ads, so if we come down here and we look at the campaign levels, we just created this campaign. What are we targeting? Boom. Now we can see that self-employed, PPC, content marketing, and copywriting. We can see what we're targeting on a higher level, so we do not have to come in and edit them just to figure out what it is we're targeting. So why we're doing this, to show you the data, let's go down to this one right here, a campaign I ran a while ago. If we look at the data right now, right, as you can see, small and medium entrepreneurs did not make any purchases at all. So I spent $20 and I did not make a purchase. But Frank Kern, I spent $189 and I made 11 purchases. So Frank Kern, Brian Tracy, Brendan Bouchard are my top 3 performing interests out of this product that I was trying to sell, which means that since I know that, I can scale these ad sets so that way I can make more purchases. And since small and medium entrepreneurs didn't make any sales with the amount of money that I was willing to spend, I turned it off. So this method of targeting that I just showed you is again, you want to do this anytime you create a brand new campaign, if you're trying to sell a brand new offer, because this is going to tell you where your audience or where your buyers are at in the grand scheme of things. You do not want to clump a bunch of audiences together because you will not be able to tell which interest is working. And if you go down the route where you just target the entire United States as an example, if you start at $5 a day, which I've done, you can't expect to get data anytime soon. Those campaigns do really well, but it will take your pixel to go out and find the people over time that are going to be interested in buying from you. So if you target the whole US and you don't have a lot of data for your pixel, just know that is going to take a very long time before you start seeing results, but it does work. And when it does work, it works pretty well. But if you do the individual interests like I just showed you, you will start seeing, you will be able to tell which one of these interests are working. You're going to be able to tell you're going to make better decisions because you're going to have the right amount of data in front of you. And ultimately, if you do this, another bonus is you can make sales the same day. And because of that, you'll be able to tell which one of these are going to be working right off the get-go, which means that you'll be able to scale these ads a lot sooner than having to wait a few days and maybe just hoping and praying. So I hope this video helped. This is the way that I recommend that you target on Facebook. This works. I've spent $6,500 doing this, and I've had nothing but good things to show from it. And so with that being said, thank you for watching. If you want to know the new way to run Facebook ads, where I go more in depth on how to run your Facebook ads, I'm going to leave a link down below. It's a free video that you can go and watch. If you want to know how to make sales with emails fast, that's going to be another link that I'm going to leave down below. So if you have an email list, you're going to want to see that. And then if you want to learn how to write copy, I have a complete copywriting course that I sell for $7, as I just told you in this video, and that's doing really well for $7. The value you get from that is phenomenal. With that being said, those links are going to be down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.